It's January 2nd. You're fired up. New year, new you. You walk into Planet Fitness, and within 10 minutes, you've got a shiny new membership card and automatic payments set up for just $10 a month. Easy. Fast forward to March. You haven't been to the gym in 6 weeks, so you decide to cancel, but you find yourself in a maze. You need to drive to the exact location where you signed up, find the one specific employee who handles cancellations, who's only available Tuesday and Thursday between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., or mail a certified letter that costs $15. What's going on here? Signing up for a gym membership takes about 10 minutes. Canceling one can take months. In August 2025, the Federal Trade Commission sued LA Fitness for allegedly charging hundreds of millions of dollars in unwanted fees by making cancellation deliberately difficult. This is more than just one company being sketchy. 67% of all gym memberships go completely unused. That's $1.3 billion Americans waste every single year. Here's what happens when you sign up for a gym membership. You think to yourself, I'm definitely going to go 3 times a week. Maybe 4, I'll get absolutely ripped. Your brain is making predictions about future you, and your brain is very, very confident about future you. Researchers at UC Berkeley and Stanford tracked 7,752 gym members for 3 years to see what actually happened. People predicted they'd go to the gym 9.5 times per month. You know how many times they actually went? 4.17 times. They were off by 127%, which is more than double. This is called projection bias, and every human has it. Right now, you're feeling motivated. You're picturing yourself as gym person. So your brain just assumes future you will also be gym person. But future you wakes up tired. Future you has a bad day at work. Future you just wants to watch Netflix. But present you, the one signing the contract, has no idea future you is going to be like that. People have about 90% projection bias when it comes to gym habits. That means you're basically looking at your future self through a lens that's 90% wrong. And the gym industry knows this. Every January, they market to the new you. Every ad shows the motivated version. They're selling to projection bias, and it works like magic. A professor from UC Berkeley put people in a study where they could choose monthly memberships or pay per visit. Guess what happened? People picked monthly memberships convinced they'd use them a ton. They didn't. They overestimated by huge amounts, lost money, and then they did it again the next time they had to choose. This is present bias in action. Your brain weighs right now way heavier than later. The future benefit gets pushed aside because the present cost feels so much bigger. A researcher from Wharton explains it perfectly. They're picturing the new me who's actually going to go to the gym 3 times a week and become a physical fitness machine. This creates a perfect storm. You overestimate how much you'll go because of projection bias. Then you don't go because of present bias. And you end up paying for a gym you don't use. 80% of people with monthly memberships would have saved money by just paying per visit. Planet Fitness has 19.6 million members. The average Planet Fitness has 6,500 members, but capacity for only 300 people. That's a ratio of 21.7 to 1. If everyone who had a membership actually showed up, it would be absolute chaos. But they don't show up. They can't show up. The entire business model only works because your brain lies to you about how much you'll go, and then your brain makes it hard to actually go. Industry data shows 67% of gym memberships go completely unused. That's people paying month after month for something they literally never use. 18% of gym members never attend even once. They sign up, projection bias tells them they're going to be gym people, and they never actually make it through the door. But they keep paying. You've decided to officially cancel. You're done with the gym, and you're ready to pull the trigger, so you plan to swing by this weekend. Weekend comes, and you're busy. You'll for sure go next week. Next weekend hits, and you totally forgot. Fine, next month. This is the planning fallacy. Humans are terrible at estimating how long things take and how much effort they require. You think canceling will be quick and easy, so you don't prioritize it. But when you actually try to do it, you realize you need to find your original sign-up email from 2 years ago, dig up your gym key tag number, remember the last 4 digits of a credit card you might not even have anymore, and print out a form. Every extra step, every extra requirement, every piece of information you need to dig up makes it exponentially more likely you'll just say, screw it, I'll do it later. Later becomes never. LA Fitness required members to either visit in person during specific hours or send certified mail. Just those two options create multiple transaction costs. Driving to the gym, being there during business hours, finding certified mail forms, paying $8 to $15 for certified mail, and waiting weeks for processing. Each individual cost seems small, but they add up psychologically. And then there's choice overload. When you have too many confusing options, you freeze up and pick none of them. Can I cancel online? Do I need to call? Do I need to go in person? Which location? Do I need my contract? Wait, where is my contract? Too many questions, too many paths, and the easiest choice is to just not decide. Keep paying. Deal with it later. Later never comes. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Why do gyms make cancellation so difficult? Because if they didn't, they'd go bankrupt. Planet Fitness charges $10 to $25 a month. At those prices, they need you to not show up. Remember those numbers from earlier? Average Planet Fitness has 6,500 members and capacity for 300. If even half those members tried to show up regularly, the gym would be so crowded it'd be unusable. The entire business model is built on overselling capacity, which only works because most people pay but don't attend. These people don't use equipment that needs maintenance, they don't use showers or lockers, they don't take up space. They just pay. This is the subsidy system. Non-attending members lower costs for everyone else while generating massive profit margins. A 2006 study put hard numbers on it. The average gym member who doesn't attend essentially subsidizes the active members by about $42 per month. Without that subsidy, monthly fees would need to roughly double to cover fixed costs like rent, equipment, and staff. Planet Fitness couldn't offer $10 memberships. LA Fitness couldn't offer their pricing. The math only works when a huge chunk of members pay for nothing. This is why difficult cancellation is so valuable. In August 2025, the FTC alleged that LA Fitness charged hundreds of millions of dollars in unwanted recurring fees. That is the core business strategy. Every month someone delays canceling after they've stopped going is pure profit. In October 2024, FTC Chair Lina Khan announced the click-to-cancel rule after receiving 70 complaints every single day about subscription cancellations. The rule was simple. If you can sign up online in 3 clicks, you must be able to cancel online in 3 clicks. If you sign up in person at a gym, you must be able to cancel online or by phone. The rule was supposed to take effect around May 2025. It would have been the biggest consumer protection win for gym members in decades. Then, on July 9th, 2025, the U.S. Court of Appeals for the 8th Circuit threw out the entire rule. The rule is dead, possibly forever under current leadership. This means everything we've talked about so far is still legal in most countries. Some states offer protection. New York passed a law effective February 1st, 2025, requiring 10 business day cancellation processing and offering a 3-day cooling-off period. New Jersey requires gyms that allow online enrollment to offer online cancellation. California has some protections. That's about 3 states, which means everyone else is on their own. Some gyms have genuinely improved. 24-Hour Fitness offers multiple cancellation methods, including online and phone. Boutique fitness studios with 70 to 80% retention rates versus 60% at traditional gyms rely less on trapping members and more on community engagement that members actually value. But these are exceptions. The dominant model still depends on your brain's predictable failures. So, will this ever change? The short answer? Probably not anytime soon. The business model is too profitable, and the psychology is too predictable. The regulatory environment is broken. The federal click-to-cancel rule is dead. State-by-state action creates a patchwork where consumer protection depends on geography. The LA Fitness lawsuit might set some boundaries, but individual enforcement actions can't solve systematic problems. Market pressure could drive change. Younger generations show less tolerance for subscription traps. Companies with genuinely easy cancellation could differentiate themselves and capture market share. ClassPass and hybrid digital-physical models offer flexibility that reduces psychological friction while maintaining revenue. The overcapacity model only works because 67% of members don't use what they're paying for. Changing the business model means changing the entire industry structure. Nobody wants to be the first to do that. What we're probably heading toward is a 2-tier system. Premium gyms and boutique studios that compete on genuine value, community, and engagement, accepting higher churn rates in exchange for higher per-member revenue from people who actually attend. and budget gyms that continue the current model of difficult cancellation because the economics require it. It's between pay more, easier to leave, versus pay less, impossible to escape. The best you can do is to understand how your own psychology works against you, build systems to work around it, and maybe be the 20% who actually uses their gym membership or the smart person who cancels immediately when they realize they're not going. The only way to win is to acknowledge those weaknesses exist and plan accordingly. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more business wizardry, smash that like and subscribe button.